Vedic ritualistic activities by giving money in charity and by undergoing austerity, one can temporarily become free from the reactions of sinful activities. But at the next moment, he must again become engaged in sinful activities. For example, a person suffering from the venereal disease, on account of excessive indulgence in sex life, has to undergo some severe pain in medical treatment. And he is then cured for some time. But because he has not been able to remove the sex desire from his heart, he must again indulge in the same thing and become a victim of the disease. So, medical treatment may give temporary relief from material distress of such venereal disease, but unless one is trained to understand that the sex life is abominable, it is impossible to be saved from such repeated distress. Similarly, the ritualistic performances, charity, and austerity that are recommended in the Vedas may temporarily stop one from acting in sinful way. But as long as the heart is not clear, one will have to repeat the sinful activities again and again. So here, Srila Prabhupada is telling us clearly that one may temporarily stop oneself from sinful activities by doing ritualistic performances, charities, or some sort of austerity. But if the desire for lust, anger, and greed is there in our heart, as long as lust, anger, and greed is in there in our heart, we will perform the sinful activities. But as soon as we engage in chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the Mahamantra acts as a medicine and it removes the root of those sinful activities. So there are two ways to remove a unnecessary plant from your garden. One is you just cut from the top, then the plant will come back. You cut from the top, plant will come back. You cut from the top. But when you remove that weed from the root, it will never come back. And Hare Krishna Mahamantra does the same thing. Hare Krishna Mahamantra will remove the seed or root of that plant. So your heart will be cleared of lust, anger, and greed. And when your heart is cleared of lust, anger, and greed, you will never perform sinful activities. For example, here Prabhupada gives a medical example. A patient, for example, has a liver failure. Liver is failed. And this patient's liver is failed because he is been drinking a lot of alcohol. So now they do liver transplantation. So they do is they put the donor's liver into the recipient's liver. So now the liver is regenerated. But if that person does not stop drinking alcohol, then what will happen? One day the new liver will also fail because he has tendency to drink alcohol. So as long as your tendency to do sinful desires is not finished, you will temporarily be prevented from the sinful activities. But again, as soon as you are back, the sinful activities will be performed. Like for example, somebody is put into the jail because he has done some sort of a theft. So as he has done a theft, he is in the jail. Why do they put the people in the jail? So as a punishment, and they realize that what they did was wrong. But actually, as soon as the people come out of the jail, what happens? They perform sinful activity again. That is just like elephant bathing. Elephant, what does he do? Elephant takes a bath in the water, and then as soon as he comes out, he again puts the mud on his body. So what is the use of that bath? No use. Some people, they go to confession. In the Christianity, there is a confession. They go to the church and they confess to the priest in the confession box that I have done this and this sinful activities. Please forgive me. And then he's forgiven. And as soon as he comes out, he does again more sinful activity. So this is called as the uh, temporary treatment, bandage. You have to remove the disease from the root. You understand? For example, somebody has a fever, then you just cannot give him the medicine to stop the fever. You have to find whether he has some infection or something and give antibiotic. So you have to treat the disease from the root. So our disease of this sinful activities in our life is the root is in our desire to for lust, anger and greed. Lust, anger and greed. Kama, Krodh and Lobh. So these three things leads for the sinful activities. An example Srila Prabhupada gave earlier is of Ajamil. Ajamil was born in a Brahmana family. He was a Brahmin by birth. And he was trained to do all the rituals. But those rituals could not purify his heart. To purify the heart, one has to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So if one sincerely chants this mantra, then the roots will be removed. And what is the root? Lust, anger and greed. So when we chant this mantra with sincerity, with concentration, with complete faith in Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that this Mahamantra is nothing but Krishna himself, and Krishna will remove all the dirt from my heart. And when we, with that conviction, we chant this mantra, then this will act. And then your heart will be purified. And as soon as the heart is purified, our desire for sinful activity will disappear. It will not appear again because the root is removed. So this is a very nice paragraph from this book. Further, Srila Prabhupada writes, another example given in Srimad Bhagavatam concerns the elephant who enters into the lake and takes a bath very seriously, cleansing his body thoroughly. Then as soon as he comes on the shore, he again takes some dust from the earth and throws it over his body. Similarly, a person who is not trained in Krishna consciousness cannot become completely free from the desire for sinful activities. Neither the yoga process, nor the philosophical speculations, nor fruitive activities can save one from the seed of sinful desires. Only by being engaged in devotional service can this be done. So this is a very important thing Srila Prabhupada is saying, that you may try different types of yoga. There are different types of yoga. But those yoga process, asanas, will not purify you. People are doing yoga, they go and eat meat outside. They kill animals, which is sinful. You understand? Killing animal is a sinful activity. So this is just by atmosphere, by surroundings. So yoga process cannot make you pure. Yoga by itself, asana cannot make you pure. What will make you pure is bhakti. Chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is the only formula for Kali Yuga. Says Hare Nama, Hare Nama Eva Kevalam Kalo Nasti Evam Gatir Anyatha. So there is no other treatment, no other treatment. What is the treatment? Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this is mentioned in all the Vedic scriptures for the Kali Yuga, that chanting the holy name is the only way to get out of this problem and purify our heart. Heart means the mind has to be purified. Yeah, so mind has to be completely engaged in bhakti process. Man and buddhi, Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Arjuna, just maya arpita mano buddhir. You just give your mind and intelligence to me. Rest I will take care of it. So what do you mean? What does it mean? That Lord Krishna is saying that use your mind and intelligence in thinking about Krishna, in serving about Krishna, whatever you can do. Use your and the best way to engage the mind is in chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Mind has lots of thoughts, but we have to make sure that we engage our mind in purification process. Krishna will take care if you have complete faith in this Maha Mantra.